Welcome back, folks. Well, the news today is the police in Kerala, India, have launched an investigation into threats made against the regional spokesperson for Jehovah's Witnesses. So let's look into this. According to officials, YTA Srikumar, if I'm saying that right, that's the Jehovah's Witness spokesperson. He serves on the public information desk of the the JWs in India, and he recently reported receiving death threats through WhatsApp and email. Now, Sri Kumar filed a complaint prompting police to register a case under the relevant section of the Indian Penal Code, including those related to criminal intimidation and online harassment. So he told authorities that the threatening message contained vulgar language and explicit warnings, including statements like, "You will be finished." And police have confirmed they are tracing the source of the messages and said the investigation is ongoing. So we're going to take a look at the India Times. That's the source of this. That's where it's come from. May 16th, 2025. It's brand new news. And let's unpack this. So here we are, the Times of India. It's kind of like the New York Times for India. Police investigate threats towards the regional spokesperson of Jehovah's Witnesses, May 15th, 2025. So that was 2 days ago. And I'm assuming this is what the regional spokesperson looks like for the Jehovah's Witnesses. So yeah, this looks like the local spokesperson, Kochi, the city police, launched an investigation after a regional spokesperson of Jehovah's Witnesses, they put JW, has received a WhatsApp message threatening to carry out bomb attacks on the religious group's place of worship and prayer gathering across Kerala. So it looks like they plan on taking something more extensive. So the message, which also warned of killing any individuals cooperating in the ongoing Kalamassery blast case, that was the bomb explosion at their assembly last year in 2023. Well, it says it was received by Sri Kumar, the spokesperson, this guy for the JW Public Information Department, on Tuesday morning. So folks, that's just like 3 days ago. And the sender is believed to have used a number registered in Malaysia. And following the threat, Sri Kumar filed a formal complaint prompting the Kalamassery police to register a case under the Bharataya Nyaya Sanhita Section 196, inciting hatred among groups, and 351 criminal intimidation, as per the complaint. An anonymous individual threatens Sikumar over the phone. So the police are currently working to trace the origins of the recent threat and determine whether it is linked to any larger network or is it an isolation act of intimidation. They're not sure. So the Kalamassery blast occurred during a JW convention on October 29th, 2023, claiming 8 lives, including a 12-year-old girl, and injuring several attendees. The sole accused is Martin V.D. of Thanama, if I said that right, surrendered hours after the incident and allegedly confessed to carrying out the attack alone. He was in judicial custody since then. The police investigation into the case culminated into a charge sheet submitted to the District Principal Sections Court, April 2024, and it includes testimony from 284 witnesses, over 150 pieces of material evidence, and spans more than 3,500 pages. So despite the comprehensive documentation, the trial is yet to commence. So that's the end of the article. I guess I said last year that bombing happened. I guess time goes by. It shows here it occurred during a convention October 29th, 2023. And the guy turned himself in, this Martin guy turned himself in shortly after, but it's still in court. And we're 2025, and now they're getting these messages. This guy's getting messages on WhatsApp saying not to get involved in that case, that blast case. So it's kind of interesting what's going on here. Are Jehovah's Witnesses getting really worried? I would think so. This has turned into a kind of a city police investigation. So we'll see what happens. Now, if we go back and take a look at back in 2023, I was just doing some research. This is an article that came up. Indian police detain a man as suspect in the explosion that killed 3 people at the gathering. 50 others were wounded. So what it says here is the suspect was identified as Dominic Martin, who posted a video on Facebook claiming responsibility for the blast, and he surrendered himself to the police. So he said in the video that he feels the Jehovah's Witness theology is wrong, excuse me, and that is what led to him to carry out the blast. He says that they teach that all people of the world would perish and only they will live. What should we do with people who long for the ruin of the entire people of the world? Goes on to say, I could not find a solution. I took the decision realizing that this idea is dangerous to the country, Martin said in the video. So the police said they're working to verify Martin's claim. Yeah, so that's all it says. This guy turned himself in. Then I read that he was a former Jehovah's Witness, but this article didn't say that. So there were all kinds of articles covering this when it happened, but they're all basically saying the same thing. And surprisingly, they're saying the total cost was only 3,000 RS dollars, whatever that is. So in 2025, it talks about different incidents. So this is hitting the news all over. It's re-hitting the news. This Jehovah's Witness WhatsApp that came in, and they turned this into an investigation. So we'll see what happens as we move forward. Now, I want to just talk about one thing. After this bombing, now we have this new threat that places Jehovah's Witnesses back in the victim's role. So they're reaching out, they're in the victim role. But here's the thing, in many parts of the world, JW organization is under fire for its abuse cover-ups, shunning policies, and legal maneuvering. So when negative press builds up claims of persecution, it can act like a shield. It's a familiar pattern. When criticized, highlight how much the group is hated to prove that they must be the true religion. So this is one of their patterns. Now, the hypocrisy question. Jehovah's Witnesses teach their followers to be no part of the world and trust only in God, not in secular governments. So when it suits them, they call the police, file lawsuits, or claim religious discrimination. So which is it? Trust Jehovah or trust the state? You see, in these abuse cover-ups, they're not trusting the state. They're trying to handle these criminal activities in-house, and they feel that they know better. But when it suits them, like in this situation in India, they're right there to call the police, and they want all the help that they can get, and they want to pour us. They want to cry victim and get in the news. So, is this threat real? Maybe. But it also fits a global pattern of damage control through persecution claims, India may be just the next stage in the Watchtower's PR strategy. Who knows? But for now, we'll take the news at what it is, and we'll keep an eye on it closely. So folks, if you want truthful reporting on how Jehovah's Witnesses operate worldwide, beyond the official press releases, make sure to subscribe and share this video. So until next time, keep living your day with love. Bye for now.